Ooh, boy. That was a toughie.
Yay, go Tizo.
Tizo gives thanks to Hahub the Swallow for watching over and protecting him. Okay, additional 10 when dousing pyres. Did he get it? Yes, just barely. This knight wonders at times about why we are here and which forces have conspired to bring us together, as the Under King Horus himself has taken an interest in this noble quest. Alright. Huh.
So that's to bring back a new ally.
Yeah, it's not that helpful. It's not that helpful.
Well, you've already gone down the left path, so...
Well, I think what I was actually going to do is do these two.
Okay.
Because after Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies
Instantly
return.
Must not have leveled up.
No, she didn't. It takes a while to get up to level 4. Well, that was stressful.
So that's what the other symbol was. But what happened to Ignarius then?
Don't know. Orlick, he has changed. Scarce resembles now the one whom we traveled then. With whom we traveled then. I'm afraid so. I can only imagine what he has been through all these years. Reader, as you can see, Orlick and I, we have had some years in common. A story for another day. I need some time to look at how this will affect our plan. Probability of success, 47%. Reader, sir, Orlick is a principled person. His freedom was denied him, just when it was in his grasp. A doleful tale. Wolfred shall tell you more of him in due time. Of that I have no doubt. For now it seems the stars beseech you once again outside.
There, deep in the infinite dark, once more you see a single star shining brighter than the rest. The path to freedom beckons you again. Solium. Okay. We're going back to the Rites?
Yeah, and we're up against the dissidents.
And we're up against the dissidents.
So the Tempers are still there at the proper rankings, but we might never actually get to do anything with the Tempers. Oh well. Alright, dissidents, which should actually be pretty easy.
Who are we gonna send? You were still thinking Jodariel?
Probably, yeah. Or Gilman. Once more.
Gilman won us that last one.
True. Once more then, onto the fall of Solium. Excellent. Our plan proceeds at pace. We need to continue to make good on all such opportunities the stars present, so much as possible. Then our ranks within the Commonwealth may yet grow strong enough that we shall sway the people towards our cause. It shall be difficult, but the people have their hearts and consciousnesses, and the Commonwealth has long since lost its way. The never-ending wars with the High-Wing remnants, the passing of more sentences of exile than ever before, for increasingly more dubious causes. The burning of books, the outlawing of literacy, these are corruptions of the teachings of the scribes. Together we shall prove it, soon enough. Wolfred, sir, what of Orlick?
Wolfred says nothing in response, at first, but then...
Orlick appears to have his own agenda now. We shall have to try and keep an eye on him, although our plan remains the same. Anyway, we have a mountain in which we need to climb. Let's all rest up a bit, if possible. This night, we fly at the break of dawn.
Oh, poor Tizo. Tizo seems despondent following the confrontation with Orlick.
Tizo is filled with mixed emotions at having seen Orlick again. Like Wolfred, he thought for sure that Orlick had perished long ago. Tizo is angry that Orlick acted so unfriendly with everyone.
Then the little imp looks at you with sadness in his eyes and says no more. He skitters up into the rafters. Oh.
The Night Wings. In the words of Hahub the Swallow, the Accursed. What is life without adversity? If not for the forces that conspire against the will, life would be devoid of its innateness, the desire to overcome. Thus, when we the Eight at last each fashioned a triumvirate based on our own ideals, we realized a void still needed to be filled, as the night skies needs moonlight. We 8 were united. Our triumvirates shared our affection. They needed us to set them all against a common foe. Thus did we form the Nightwings, a triumvirate envisioned to exceed them all, through both through means mortal and divine, and give an undue favor in each turning of the cycle. They are the adversary we all face.
Interesting. So we've just always been part of the favored team?
I guess so. Okay. That was stressful. Reminds me. Yep. So we still have 3 more. So grants the bear plus 8 quickness.
Oh.
That's...
After dousing an adversary's Pyre, yours is restored by 10. Is that the only thing that kept us alive that last battle?
No, but it helped. It kept us from being...
Because I thought for sure that at the end we had, what, 40 health? Or was it only 37?
We had 46. Unless I took another hit. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Tight tooth.
Because considering you had used him twice, at the very least, wouldn't that mean that we owed at least 20 points? We would have been really low.
Mm-hmm. Just trying to decide. Because
what to spend more Stardust on?
How about this?
Presents?
Extra presents? Yeah, that seems worthwhile. Because yeah, if I can max out the speed and the presence talismans, that should help. Because Righteous Flame is super helpful. Okay. I think we're good. Unfortunately, I'm like getting kind of stressed out here.
Because of that hard battle? It was supposed to be hard.
Yeah, yeesh.
Because you're essentially facing another version of the Nightwings.
Well, it was like Jodariel ++, which was harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so... I don't remember.
This is after our battle with Orlek, right?
Yeah, I don't remember who we chose to fight. This is like one of those mid-episode, couple day later skips. And I don't remember. Oh, it's the last Liberation Rite.
The last Liberation
Well, not
Rite?
the last. It's the last Rite of the season.
Okay. And who are we
Man,
fighting
they're getting
against?
short.
Barker or someone else?
Yeah, Barker. I can remember things. Okay, so we're... Okay, so we've got the Emperor's Fall. So, Sir Gilman or Bertrude?
Well, there's Bertrude gaining favor, and then what does the Gilman one do?
Favor. It's just favor for either.
It depends on which one you want to use in the upcoming fight, you think. Would Gilman be better against Barker and his gang, or would Bertrude?
Neither, but I'll probably bring Bertrude. So, last time we fought...
Well, also, who are we going to be sending up?
Chances are Jodariel or Gilman. Let's go Gilman then. Because I could reasonably use him for this.
You land amid the solemn beauty of Mount Elodiel, at whose summit awaits the Liberation Rite.
Thus begins our third ascent to the fall of Solium. My agents in the Commonwealth report our plan is proceeding. Let us strive again to liberate one of our own and raise its chances. Alright,
Seek the Demon Scribe's favor.
Oh, and the Beyonder Crystal seeks Bertrude.
I was beginning to wonder when you'd return.
Ask what's on her mind.
Why are you doing this? Reaching out to me again? Like this? I've been abandoned in this blasted rock more times than you could count, reader. And each time, I have laughed it off. Like so. She laughs. I fear it'll be different this time. Before, I knew that someone else would come around and pick up where the previous idiot left off. But now... She scoffs, then falls silent for a time. Well, it seems there may not be a next time after this, if what I am to understand about the stars out there is even a half-truth. So then, I can anticipate an eternity of utter solitude without even the blasted rites to keep me company. Understand that, while I may be an apparition in a glass to you, I yet retain a shred of myself and do not happily foresee that outcome. And yet, you keep coming back to me, like this. If this is all in service of a torment, then you are most cruel, O lovely reader. Commendably so, I have to say. So then, am I to understand that you wish to spend more time with me thus, knowing full well the stars are soon to put an end to this little affair? As if to answer her question, you feel what seems to be the Beyonder crystal itself. It seems to be pulling you away.
Let's hang out with her a little while longer. I'm curious what happens.
Okay. You focus your mind and remain where you are, with Sandra in the confines of the Beyonder crystal, and remain with her for some time. No words need to be exchanged between you two, and in the darkness there, for once, she does not feel alone. Soon enough, however, she bids you to depart. You shall leave those idiots of yours listless if you remain here too long. Be gone already, and let me know if you have need of me.
Scribe trial.
Oh, good. Just as I was beginning to feel more bored even than usual.
Surprised she's ready. Okay, so we're gonna quickly bop this off. It might not be the best idea, but making her have 21 quickness should make life a lot easier.
Speed's always...
Yeah, the
always
extra
nice
presence
games.
would be nice, but I'm gonna have to score goals with Bertrude, which is scary.
You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Bertrude. The old bog crone, then? She does have some potential. I should think, more so than most of those with whom you share the little residence. Then let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears and heeded the summons. We sense that thou hast need of us. No, they can pounce quickly over adversaries?
Yeah, she's got a jump.
With her tail, probably.
Yeah.
The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, crone. You answer to me here. Nah. How very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now, come. Oh, that's interesting. It's a Rookie, a Gilman, and a Tizo? Oh, those little things in the center are preventing your line of sight from going through.
That's okay.
Aha! 26, that's substantial.
Yeah, she's a heavy hitter.
I'm surprised it didn't hit them.
There we go. Yeah, her landing takes a little bit of effort, but yeah, used her to attack first.
Uh-oh. Got phased out.
Oh, and he jumped away?
Oh, he got stuck.
But he's stupid.
Oh,
Come on!
he still got
Yeah,
it.
so I've noticed this with the AI. They will come back immediately with their auras. It takes me some time.
Got him.
That was easy. I think this might have actually been the easiest trial I've ever done. Wow.
A simple test, undeserving to be called a challenge. I had to fail you just for gloating, crone. But these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus, you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. And that should give her her special item?
Yeah. How many people have we not done the trial for?
Good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us, then, what trinket she bestoweth upon us. Malice's tail?
Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects.
Ooh. Wait, the Sisters of the Arch cut into her skin? What?
Look it up. The Sisters of the Arch cut into her skin once she was through with them. She said she shed the rest.
Oh, so it's...
Yeah,
like
well, she's a snake person, so it didn't matter
so it's not like she actually cut her tail off. Ugh.
Yeah, that'd be worrying. Okay, nothing else for it. Alright, let's seek the Demon Scribe's favor.
With some time to spare after having landed, you join Sir Gilman on a brief expedition to the monument of Solium Myrrh.
8th of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the first exile or the last of his name. A once proud emperor who neglected his nation and found penitence in the downside. Is self-imposed exile still worthy of your blessings, O good scribes? This knight most certainly hopes so. His compatriots so yearn to be free once again that this knight's heart goes out to each of them. Please, help him to help them.
Soon, you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Solium Myrrh has shown you favor. You shall soon begin your ascent, though there is time as yet to pursue your vocations.
Oh, hey. Some extra hope.
2 more hope and vocations.
Okay, well, somebody wants to talk with me. Ah, Sir Gilman.
Sir Gilman is training intently when you approach.
Master Reader, this knight was so engulfed in memories of the Sea Dominion that he failed to detect your stealthy advance on his position. Splendidly done. This knight would have been vanquished by you easily. This knight is fortunate to have you as an ally rather than a mortal foe. His kind routinely clambers from the depths of the Sea Dominion to seek greater glory and perhaps a slightly longer life expectancy within your commonwealth. Such an honor it would be to be assigned the rank of knight and be conscripted into the front lines of the Commonwealth against their vicious winged enemies. In the Sea Dominion, it was our ultimate goal to fight our way to the surface, past our brethren, past the razor reefs, the strangle kelp, the snaggle fins that prey upon our kind.
Sir Gilman continues listing undersea dangers and terrors for some time.
Past the blood sniffers, the electric scallops, the rogue worms of the frigid current, the paralyzing nets of the farfishers, and even past the scalding waters of the glowing trench.
Finally, he trails off.
Yet, despite the myriad challenges of living in the Sea Dominion, it is each would-be Worm Knight's duty to abandon that place at his or her soonest convenience. How humorous it was to learn that life within your Commonwealth had quite a bit in common with our existence under sea. 'Twas not all pomp and glory as the stories told. Perhaps it is our lot as Worm Knights to bring strife with us wherever we should go. Even here it seems our kind is pitted both against our brethren and all others.
He remained silent for a while, but then...
Ah, well, it is fortunate that this knight found within this place so fine a company as yours. It is most different change of pace to strive towards a common purpose, rather than to strive constantly to outperform each other towards one's own self-gain. Although, to the extent we are still competing still, this knight shall ever strive to take the lead. Make no mistake about that, Master Reader. This knight was born to be the best, just like all the billions like him. Now he's off to steal himself, your pardon, Master Reader.
He scoots off somewhere to continue with his self-made training regimen. He also gained a +1 quickness.
Move on. Alright. Yeah, so have we done trial with Sandra with every one of the party members?
We did one with
Jadariel,
Edwin, Faye, the harp.
Hope.
I think we've done one with everyone now.
Even Pamatha? Yeah, even with Pamatha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, so we could look for resources, mentor companion. Let's keep doing study in private. We're almost done.
Okay. Okay.
It's the same thing as usual. +1 glory.
Glory.
This is new.
Oh, the book seems to push back against you. Your sense of its hidden meaning crumbles under layers of contradiction, of missing details, and yet you feel a thorough knowledge of it now. It is more artifact than book. Its power almost solely rests with the reader, who makes time to form a certain meaning from the many passages unwritten. Yet, the glimpse of knowledge you approached just then called back to you to stop and go no further, not to press too forcefully against the outer limits of your understanding. Nevertheless, for what you recognize shall have to be the final time your inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. Even now you cannot tell. You've gained righteousness.
Yep, so everybody gets
that's-
+2 glory.
But that's the final passage.
Yep.
You look up to see the lone minstrel there. You had not noticed him. He looks at you with his strange eyes, a color not unlike the bindings of the book, and he smiles at you faintly. The moment passes, and he turns to go about his business. He leaves you there. You realize that you are clutching the Book of Rites to your chest. You manage to pull away.
Well, that's different.
It's because you finished studying the books.
Yeah.
Maybe...
Well, after this, we can start training people.
I mean, is it
So
implied that you can
Faye-
get stuck in the book too, or that you'll become like them, or something weird?
Yeah, maybe. Let's do Jadariel.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't mind Faye, but she's going to stick around for a little while. Whereas, like, Jadariel, I might be sending off. Maybe. I'll think about who I want to send.
While traversing the fading glory of the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Molten Malith, and Jadariel happens to take notice. I wonder if you scribes are listening at all, much less to one such as I, who never held much faith in any of you. Perhaps I ought to have been more open-minded. I am not here to ask of you your favor, then, but to apologize, for I was certain your time long since passed, and I was wrong. Soon you and she are finished paying your respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Molten Malith has shown you favor. Jadariel gained 3 glory for the next rite.
Well, we're on to the final ascent.
Not
Never ready for this.
the final ascent, or you mean just another
Well, to the right.
rite?
Yeah, sorry.
You and your companions arrive again at the Scribe's Gate, before an archway carved of stone.
Shall we, reader?
The minstrel leads you toward his counterpart, who seems unsurprised to see you all approach. The exiles of the Nightwings, and you again, Tariq.
Greetings, Celeste. Aye, we have returned.
The stars shine darkly these past nights. Nothing more than a portent of your arrival, is it?
Likely nothing more. Now they are ready for you.
Then come forth, each of you in turn. Please state your name and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Wait. You. She points to Bertrude. You are new amongst this group. You shall go first.
Please do as she asks, Bertrude, madame.
We are known throughout the downside as Big Bertrude. We follow Sandalwood, for we are fond of him. He led us into exile, and he shall lead us out. The gate guardian acknowledges her and motions for the rest of you to proceed. Everyone does so, as before, including you. Once you've all declared yourselves, she regards you all for another moment and beckons toward you toward the mountain's top. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory.
Thank you, Celeste.
Until the summit, Tariq.
I know, with every one of these, it always feels like it could just randomly be the last. Because it will have a random cutoff on us. It has to.
Yeah, I mean, the logical explanation would be when you only have 2 members of your party left.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because then you wouldn't have a group of 3.
Hey, welcome back, you guys. You know, I guess this is a pretty decent spot for business all of a sudden, because it used to be. It was really bad up here, you know? I'd be here and just wait, and wait, and wait, and sometimes it gets really cold, like I was telling you before and stuff like that. So anyway, you buying anything or what? Alright, so we have a handful of Stardust. Sell the down
What's that
berries.
thing? That looks like a black orb.
This? Bottle Void. After getting banished, the bear returns in a burst that draws in nearby adversaries. Interesting. It's new. It's interesting.
So if you use that, like, let's go say that you get banished, it sucks in the enemies around it, and then could you potentially have switched to a different character on your team and sort of skirted around everyone?
Maybe. Or you could use it on somebody like Tizo or Jadariel with huge presences to, like, suck them in and nuke everybody at once. It's interesting. I'm curious.
And then, of course, there are the twin rings.
Yeah, but the twin rings just don't really fit as well.
They grant the bearer a lot of presence, quickness, and hope, but they
2 to each, but I'd prefer having these, like,
just
specialized
powerful
items.
ones.
Well, yeah. Because, like, I like the idea of these, but, like, this one gives +8 presence if I fully max it out, which means I can give it to somebody to specifically specialize them in the role, whereas these make them kind of generally better-ish.
Okay.
The Bottled Void is interesting. I'm toying with picking it up.
But you wouldn't use it in the Liberation, right?
I might not use it yet, yeah.
Because you wouldn't want to use something newfangled. Well, Downside Climate is the new page.
That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give them a deal.
In the words of Jomer Manymane, the Alpha Chief.
I know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It oppresses every living thing, except perhaps the native flora in very few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it is cold, or, when it is very hot, use what strength you can move to somewhere you can think and breathe. The weather and the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which my good friend Molten Belief shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find, and you cannot stay for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you, rather than constrain you.
So, sort of suggesting having the little carts for everyone.
Yeah. I guess one other thing. I can't imagine Sandra has anything new to say.
You bring me brief reprieve from solitude. What seek you in exchange?
Nope.
Go forth and show your adversaries, blah, blah, blah,
What
blah,
you
blah.
learned. Yeah. Sorry. It's just if she has nothing new to say, I don't care. Alright. I'm never ready for this.
Again, you have reached the fall of Solium, where one among you can go free, provided that you prevail against the dissidents in the Liberation Rite.
Reader, we would ask a moment of your time. We have to talk.
As darkness falls, the minstrel and Wolfred pull you aside.
We have some news that is, depending on how you look at it, potentially unfortunate.
Ooh. The lone minstrel directs your attention toward the dark night sky.
The stars are fading.
It is true. With the advent of the Titan stars, visibly fewer stars seem to be shining than ones you saw in the sky above.
Yes, the stars themselves are vanishing. Why, I do not yet understand. What it indicates is this: the rites are drawing to an inexorable end.
The light of the stars. Without them, the rites would be unable to commence.
Anyway, that is the bad news. The good news is there's a lot of stars to go. How many liberation rites remain, I do not know as yet. The arithmetic is complicated. An estimation of the number of stars at this rate, at the rate they will fade, the accelerating rate at which we're being summoned here. Anyway, I'll work it out as soon as possible. For now, I feel you should be aware. We can inform the others in due time. At the moment, though, they have this right to think about, and so do you. Look forth.
As the stars above begin to shine, Wolfred's words begin to sink in. It seems you have a limited number of chances remaining to liberate your companions, including this one, now. So this is what they're doing to speed up the process. Yeah. That's Triesta, isn't it?
Wait, does she just not have arms, period? She's...
Apparently not.
So it's a unicorn, but then they just tacked on lady torso and boobs. Gotcha. Alright, so your adversaries shall never be banished after plunging into your pyre. Star of the Mare Titan, once vanquished by the scribe Saint Triesta Tethys. Yeah, I'm not touching them. Especially on a liberation rite. Just kind of in general, I don't know. I know a lot of people were asking me to like challenge myself more, but I don't know, I've just always felt like this has been perfectly balanced for me. Just hard enough that I'm challenged, but not hard enough that I'm screwed.
It would appear the rites are drawing to a close. Doubtless the doing of that Orlek in all his bitter spite. For now, your exiles have another chance at freedom here upon the fall of Solium. So too do the dissidents, your adversaries. They fought so very bravely for this moment. Whichever side prevails soon shall send one of its own into the warm embrace of civilization.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared.
I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared.
Then, anointed one of the dissidents, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Barker burst out from a hidden corner, laughing as he paused at his mask.
A real pleasure to be here, mates. Truly, Barker Ashpaws. Call me Barker, though, alright? By the by, it was a real pisser getting here, you know?
Begging your pardon, Barker Ashpaws, you thusly speak upon the summit of the sacred mountain?
Oh my, terribly sorry to offend you there, lassie. I forgot we got the stars above up there to make me watch my language. Though, let's get one thing straight, lassie. I don't give a bother for your sacred mountain, so you take it and you shove it. Me and my pack, we're just here for the laughs. You got that? The other side ain't better than this one. We ain't interested in your freedom. But just the same, we're gonna get it. Take it from those wee little babies, they're so antsy for it. Hear that, you Nightwings? You better put up a good fight here, or I ain't gonna be happy, you understand?
Then he shoves his max back on.
Right, come on, let's hurry up and get this damn thing started.
As for you, Nightwings, you bring darkness with you. What have you wrought upon the stars?
Celeste, please, we do not know what is amiss here. The Nightwings have only come to see that the liberation is carried out.
Indeed. Then make your choice, Nightwings. Who among you is to be anointed here?
What are my options? Okay, so we have Jadariel, Tizo, and Gilman. I'm leaning for Jadariel, just because at this point I have Bertrude, and we've got to get Sandalwood soon.
Okay.
Like, we probably get Sandalwood after this.
We can send Jadariel up, then that would at least send the first 3, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And yeah, Faye still needs some work.
Yep.
Whether it be with Almer or whomever. And then...
Yeah, I think this is fair. We've seen enough of her story, I believe. I'd like to get her final upgrade, because, well... I guess... No, we already got her final upgrade. Alright, whatever. And yeah, we've already seen her entire story, so yeah.
She hasn't really said much lately.
No. Well, I was complaining about this the other night, that this game has done kind of the BioWare thing where the moment a character is inconsequential to the plot because they could be removed, they suddenly become... Well, no. The moment a character can be removed from the plot, they become inconsequential.
Well, my one thing is with Ignarius. Were we supposed to see him again, or no?
I don't know.
Because the Tempers were just gone.
Caprius. One's astral sign. Okay. Okay. So she was born on the 23rd of 12th moon, suggesting she's ambitious but also discontented.
Is that based off of Capricorn? I'm a Capricorn.
Ah.
I can see being ambitious, but discontented most of the time.
Jadariel has survived
Funny.
for 16
I
years
don't
on the
really believe in
downside
that,
thus
though.
far. It is a life sentence. Some withstand the downside for no longer than a day or two, while others last for many, many years. I just noticed there was some kind of, like, blinking. But yeah, Jadariel.
Jodariel.
If that is your wish.
Who shall be at her side?
Okay, so I was thinking...
We need someone fast.
I was thinking Pamitha.
Okay.
Because she is fast and can fly.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can choose her if you know for certain.
Yeah, we'll
you're
go
going
with
to choose her.
Pamitha. Amusingly, I think this will be the first and the last time she fights together with Jadariel.
Mm-hmm.
Pamitha.
Sure. Let's get her out of here then.
And who's the last one? Because we've got Bertrude.
What would be good against the dogs?
Well, see, I was thinking Bertrude might be a good attacker. Gilman is faster than them. I'm leaning for Gilman. Let's go Gilman.
Okay.
Because Righteous Flame is amazing. And he's quick. It's either that or Tizo, but I think we already have a flyer runner. So let's go with somebody that's just a runner.
Sir Gilman.
By this knight's honor, he shall fight with all his might.
It is done.
Alright then, mates. No more waiting, no more holding back. Let's rip him to shreds. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Oh, I should probably have checked what they had for upgrades now. Oh well.
Commence.
Oh, they have a long shot.
So he does.
But
I have Sir Gilman.
you, Sir Gilman. Oh, good dodge. Oh, it didn't get him.
Ah. That's okay. They can't deal with aerial enemies. So the thing about the dissidents is they're snipers.
Whoa! Ooh, right next to him, too.
Yep. But he was jumping, so he didn't have aura. What the? Alright, mate, something's gone funny with that orb, as I can tell. Better laugh it up while we still can, aye?
Indeed, something strange seems to have happened to the celestial orb. It shudders now as though possessed of some chaotic power as your adversaries. Of the same chaotic power as the adversaries?
Yeah, it might do some funky doodle. Oh, cool.
Oh.
I don't know.
Did you just jump in?
Yeah, I just jumped in. I don't know what's up with it, but whatever.
Is it supposed to like sputter out of place or prefer them? Oh, watch out! Switch.
Got it.
Or just get them. Okay. Oh, it's moving on its own.
Yeah. See ya.
Oh, did one come back just there without an aura?
Yeah. Like I've complained about it
Better
a
go on the
couple times in the
defensive.
past.
Yeah.
There we go. Kind of learning how to Jadariel.
Oh. Oh. You might have enough time to get Jadariel back at the very least. Yep. They're still going after Jadariel.
That's fine.
So that's good distraction.
Because it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're trying to snipe her down, and it does nothing.
Oh yeah, we hadn't had Gilman for a while.
Yeah, well, he was out. We had what is? Oh, they're trying to predict where Sir Gilman is.
Good. That's it.
Yeah, so the dissidents for all their speed are actually snipers, which is really odd. Oh, new alliance for Jadariel.
Oh, is it because we had Jadariel and
Pamathus,
together?
yeah.
Ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
What a joke. Here I was thinking we were gonna make him cry after all this. Come on, mates. I've had it with this stuck-up place. Let's get out of here already, aye? What?
Well, it's Solium that's risen this time.
I guess it makes sense.
Huh. After all this time. She turns her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this. For doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult. And I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this. If that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better. For as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you still can hear her voice, though faintly now. Farewell then, reader. All of you, for now. Jadariel earned back her freedom.
Jadariel is set to return to the Commonwealth and leave the downside forever. May she return in glory.
Captain Jodariel. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may yet continue for a while. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours.